Hey guys, hey, welcome back to the channel. Hey, today I'm going to be doing a little more cleaning to my frame on the truck, and I want to get some frame rails painted on the back. I did a little bit already. I'll show you what I have done. It's just it's taking some time because it's a little more work than I thought it would be. I might have jumped the gun on power washing everything and getting everything clean, because after that everything kind of got rusty on me. So now I'm de-rusting basically a lot of nuts and bolts. Just trying to get everything looking a little bit better than it does. So let me show you what I'm doing here, and we'll go from there. All right, so remember a few videos back I power washed the whole frame and the whole back half of the truck basically, but it sat too long. I didn't have time to work on it, and now I got rust issues, so I mean, it's only surface rust, so it's not that hard to take care of, but it's just a lot of it. And I should have had more time before, but I didn't have enough time to really get everything ready. So right now I'm fighting a lot of rust, but yeah, it's gonna take some time, definitely. I don't know if I should take the fifth wheel off and do all that, or should I leave the fifth wheel on it. I don't know yet, but as you can see here, I mean, you can see on the springs back here, I mean, that was all nice black paint before when I got it. So I power washed it and then pretty much took the paint off it, but so that's all rusty. Here too, it's pretty much rusted up too, and a lot of it over here, which I'm going to take care of today. But I did notice that when I got the truck, the frame looked really nice on it, and it is still nice. But I think the dealer that had it probably just painted over everything to make it look nice. So who knows? But on this side here, just the opposite side, passenger side. So what I did over here is I wire wheeled and sanded all the rust off of here. For the most part, I got probably 99% of it off. It looked really nice, and so I painted that with a rust reformer paint. Here's right here. It's Rust-Oleum. I've used this before, and it actually works really well. So that's what I used on on the rusty bolts and all that, So, and the spring over here, that looks pretty good, but I have more to do, obviously a lot more to do. So like I said, very time consuming. But in here you can see I did some of it already. Get that right out of the way. It doesn't look all that great in the video, but it actually looks pretty decent on the truck. I painted inside over here, inside the frame. Painted all that all the way around. Looks pretty nice. I mean, it's not perfect. It's not going to be show quality, but it's going to look nice. So yeah, it's getting there. So I got a little more to do. I think I'm going to work on the rear end part of it today. See if I get some of this cleaned up. But you can see even on here that someone painted it before I got it, and they just painted over everything. So it's definitely be a very time-consuming project, but I think if I do little sections at a time, a little here, a little there, I think I can get it pretty much all done. And the hardest part is going to be back here. I really can't take the wheels off the truck in my shop right now, because I'm just borrowing the space on the weekends while there's no one working. So come Monday morning, I gotta move it out. So, but I do have a spot. I think I'm going to have my truck in the garage probably within a month. I have a spot that I'm working on now that we just have to make the garage door a little bit taller to fit the truck in. So at least when I do have that spot ready, I can bring it in, take all the wheels off this thing, and really go to town on it. And I think I can get a lot of it done pretty quick without having to take wheels off, put wheels back on, and move it in, move it out. It's just hard to do anything like that and get anything accomplished. So that's what I'm doing today. So let me work on the rear end part for a little bit, and we'll see how that comes out. Hold on. All right, so let me just get a little bit of Scotch-Brite down here. And I think I can get rid of most of the stuff here. There's really not a lot of rust on the rear end part here, but I don't know. It just needs a little going over, because it's got some flaking paint on it from before and all that, So let's just try to get that cleaned up a little bit. Actually, it's not working out too bad. It's actually working pretty good. You know, I don't know how far I'm going to go with this thing. You know, I can really make it look like brand new if I sand it all down and reprime it, but I don't think I want to go down that road right now. I just want to clean it up just to make it look better. Then, you know, down the road, who knows, if I keep the truck a long time, I'll do it better. But for now, I just want to just make it look a little better. Tell you, this Harbor Freight things actually work out really good for, like, I think they're like $2.50. So can't beat that at all, but it does a good job. So it's coming out a lot better. I don't want to bore you guys with a lot of sanding and prep work, so let me get some done and I'll come right back. All right, well, it's been about an hour, and I got the whole rear end all sanded down. Got the rust off it all around the bottom and everything, and now I'm just gonna work on this part back here. See if I get that cleaned up. I want to paint pretty much the whole rear end as one piece today, and you know, I'll work on other sections at a time. But I think today I want to get this whole thing done here, this whole rear end up to here painted, and then I'll work on that later. But I did find a tag on here, if you can read it here. Some kind of, looks like an Eaton rear axle. Has a ratio of a 00370. So I guess that's the gear ratio in it. So that's good to know. And there's actually another tag down here. Another Eaton tag here. So I'm going to mask off these tags real quick. I don't want to get paint on top of these because they're hard to read as it is, even though they are stamped. I do want to just cover that back up so I don't get paint on it. So let me do that. We'll finish sanding off all this. And then we'll get some rust reformer on some of the bolts. These are not too bad. And then we'll put some black paint on it. So hang on. So I'm just going to use the razor blade on some of the stuff here. It gets off pretty quick. But yeah, like I said before, I mean, whoever had this truck before, I mean, I know a farmer had it in North Dakota, but the dealer that sold it, I think they just painted over everything. That's obviously what they did. So we'll get it cleaned up best I can for now. Paint it, and at least this section will kind of be done until I get the wheels off it. But I think when I'm all done with everything, you know, getting the paint on it and I'll get the wheels, I think I might do one more quick coat on it. I don't know. Right now it's gloss black. I don't know if I want to keep the gloss black or should I go with the semi-gloss. But for now it's going to be gloss black and go from there. So let's keep working at it. so that looks better. Definitely. I gotta get the top done, and then I'll go do the bottom. Alright, let me keep on going. I'll be back. Alright, so now that whole rear axle is been cleaned with the wire wheel, Scotch-Brite, razor blade, you name it. So it's really looking pretty good. So now I'm just gonna get some solvent and I'm gonna just wipe everything down and put that rust reformer on it. Let that dry and we'll put some paint on it. So hang on. Alright, so now I'm just gonna blow this off with some air real quick. I'll blow it off first, and I'll wipe it down with some, probably some acetone or something. Alright, that should do that. Alright, so now we're gonna just wipe it off with some acetone quick, just to get any grease off it that the power washer didn't get off or something, you know. So we'll do that next. Get it all cleaned up here. So yeah, still pretty dirty, huh? That's all right. This will get it cleaned up quick. Make a nice spot. I mean, actually make a nice surface for the rust reformer, you know. That's definitely pretty. I'm sure it's not grease. I'm sure this is just the black paint that was on there. So we'll just wipe it off quick, and that's all we can do. The cleaner it is, the better the product will come out when we're done. So let's get it cleaned up the best we can. All right, so let me finish up this the bottom and sides and get it really clean. I'll be right back. Well, that's it for the cleaning process, and tell you, this thing is clean. I mean, that might not look it, but this thing is super clean. So what I got done is the whole axle in the back is done. I got the wire wheel, Scotch-Brite razor blades, a little bit of sandpaper, did everything. I threw everything at it. So, and then I blew it off with air, and then I wiped it all down with acetone. So it's clean. It's so clean. Now I'm gonna put the rust reformer on it and let that dry and put a coat of black on it. All right, so we'll start putting this on and let it dry for a little bit. Like I said, this stuff works really good. I've used it in the past in other projects, and it's really come out nice. At least this will stop the rust anyway, you know. I think this is going to work out pretty good. Let's take it over here. There's really not any rust on here, but you know, I'm gonna put some on there anyway. Can't hurt it, right? So it actually looks pretty good. So we'll let that dry. I got more to do yet, so let me get all this rust reformer on this thing, and then we'll go from there. Sorry about the lousy video today, guys, but all right, hang on. Let me go to the bottom, and we'll do that too. All right, well, that's all. All has the what do you call that stuff? The rust reformer. So that's all on there. It actually came out pretty good. This is probably the cleanest this rear end's ever been in a long time. But let's let that dry a little bit, and we'll come back and we'll put the black on it. So I'm gonna put a gloss black, which I've done everything else gloss black so far. So I mean, I think the gloss black is the way to go, but I'm kind of liking the matte black look of the primer also. But for now, it's gonna go gloss black, and then down the road, if I change it, I could change it then. And I'm not worried about the shocks on it. The shocks are crap anyway. I'm gonna replace those. So if they get overspray or painted on them, I don't care. They're coming out anyway because they're all bad. So let's let this dry a little more, and we'll come right back. All right, guys. Well, I think I'm finally done with this part of the project here. So you can see it's painted all the way up to there. It's all painted there. The bottom is all painted. The front's all painted. I tell you, it looks really nice. It doesn't look that great in the picture here, but it actually came out really nice. So it's a start, right? I gotta start somewhere. So I feel like I'm getting something done today. So yeah, it looks pretty good. Looks pretty good. So take these rags off of here. Take that off. Take this one here off too. All right, so I think with a black frame and my red slack adjusters, this thing's gonna look pretty good when it's all done. So that's it for now. And like I said, I got plenty more videos coming up with this truck. So it's just really one piece at a time. That's all I can really do. That's all I can do on the trucks. Until I get my own spot ready. So it's all working out pretty good. It's just gonna take some time. Like I said, the shocks are coming out, so I'm not gonna worry about the shocks. And the airbags are coming out too, because they're no good anyway. So I'm gonna replace the airbags. So when I do that, I'll sandblast all these parts for it. And I'm probably gonna take this piece off too, sandblast that, and get those powder coated. So that'd be pretty nice. So not bad. Not bad at all. One thing I do recommend if you're doing this is wear a mask. I wear that one there, and I also have a respirator I'm wearing now for the paint. So definitely wear some protection, because you're gonna need it. But that's it for today, guys. I appreciate you hanging around. If you guys hung around this long at the end of the video, I really appreciate it. If you don't mind, if you like it, please leave a like, or please subscribe. It'll really help out the channel for more videos down the road on this truck here. So till next time, guys, thank you.